guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm doing another Before It's Out episode. Now if you guys don't know what Before It's Out is, basically it's a web series where I'm taking a look at a Transformers toy before it gets released, so take everything with a grain of salt. Anyways, today we are taking a look at the Transformers Generations Voyager class Grimlock, and this is part of the Power of the Primes. It is also a combiner torso for Volcanicus. I will talk a little bit about Volcanicus later on. I don't have any stock images of Volcanicus, so, just search for it on Google. But anyways, we're going to take a look at Grimlock. Now, before we talk about this, let's actually talk about previous Grimlocks. We had the Classics Grimlock, which was a deluxe class toy that I actually kind of like. I have the Overkill version of it, and I actually really do enjoy that. And then we also had the Fall of Cybertron one, which I personally like. Some people don't. Some people prefer the third-party one. But, I was fine with the Fall of Cybertron one. A couple of things that I feel are a little not good with that toy. But other than that, I don't mind having him. As far as this one is concerned, I cannot wait for that. Let's take a look at the Beast Mode. It really does look like Grimlock, especially with the head. I mean, oh god, the Dinosaur Mode is very nice. A couple of things are a little off, but other than that, just overall, it looks pretty good. Let's talk about the things that are off. First of all, the legs. There's something about the legs that I just don't like. But that's just me personally, and it's not a major issue, and it probably has something to do with the combination why they look like this. But there's something about it that's just off. You can see the combiner bits at the back of the legs, but it's not necessarily that. It's the triple joint in the legs. There's something I find weird on that. But you know what? It's definitely not bad. That and the tail just looks a little off to me. Because I can see a little gap in the back there, and I understand why it has that gap, so I'm not complaining about it overall. But as far as the rest of it is concerned, I love the little dino arms. That's always nice. The color scheme is good. It's basic and it looks like Grimlock. Just overall, it looks cool. You can open and close the mouth. I believe you can do that with most of the Dinobots, so that's good. So yeah, Grimlock's Dinobot mode. Or Dinosaur Mode, I keep calling it Dinobot Mode. Dinosaur Mode looks pretty good, except for a couple of things, but they're really not big issues. As far as the Robot Mode is concerned, I actually really do enjoy that. Now, I wish he came with a sword, though. That is my biggest complaint. Now, he's got these big giant weapons that are used for the combiner feet, which I think is actually a pretty cool idea. But you can use them as like knuckle braces or something like that. I don't know, something to help them with punching. So that's a cool idea, and kind of invokes the robots in disguise idea. I know Grimlock, like, he's pretty much one to punch first and think later, or think little later. But whenever I hear Grimlock like punching stuff, I think of the robots in disguise one. So that's pretty cool, but I wish he came with an appropriate weapon. That would have been nice. As far as the design of Grimlock in general, he's got some thin parts to him that are just a little off, but other than that, it's not bad. It actually looks pretty good. The head design is very nice. I do like that. And he's got the little wings on the back, which is pretty cool. Some people are going to argue, well, that's just kibble. You know what? The original one did it, and it was nice, so they brought it back. And as far as its design is concerned for a combiner figure, it still looks like Grimlock, so I'm pretty excited for that. And then let's talk about Volcanicus for a bit. I really do like the idea of Volcanicus. I think it's a nice addition to the set. I know someone's going to say, oh, it should have been called Beast. I really don't care what it's called. In fact, if I'm being honest with you, Beast is such a simple name. Beast. That's it. I'm not saying it's not a cool name, but, Volcanicus is a little more, there's a little more to it. And I know someone said, well, Volcanicus, that's kind of weird because they're Dinobots. They don't, they're not dragons. Wouldn't dragons be a better set for the name Volcanicus? Well, last I checked, and I could be wrong about this, I believe the Dinobots breathe fire. I know they have, you know, they do breathe fire in animated, they do in Fall of Cybertron. I can't remember if they do in Generation 1, but they do, so I guess that's why they have the name Volcanicus. Because it's a big thing of fire. Volcano. There you go. Yeah, I don't really mind the name change. There's a few things aesthetic-wise that I'm not sure about. The upper torso kind of feels wide, which is pretty cool for the idea that, you know, the Dinobots love to smash stuff. So there you go. And I think the head is pretty cool, and the combination, I think that's really great. Especially with the teeth inside there. Oh, that looks nice. But my biggest concern about the whole set is the shoulders. It doesn't look like everything tabs into place too well. It looks like it just falls apart. If you ever look at the Toy Fair images, you'll notice that there's some pictures of Grimlock or not well, yeah, because it's the torso, just falling apart. And it's got me really concerned. Now, it looks like maybe they weren't tabbed in properly, but maybe it's just not a well put together set. And again, it's concerning to think about, because I kind of want this to work. No matter what you think, this is an addition to the set. You don't have to use it. You don't have to incorporate it with the Dinobots. The Dinobots are fine by themselves. If you want the Dinobots just by themselves, there you go. You have all 5 of them. This is an excuse to have all 5 in the set. So there you go. You know, you want to enjoy the Dinobots with a good price? There you go. But if you want just something a little extra to the team, just a little extra, Volcanicus, why not combine them, you know? I don't see any problem with the idea of the Dinobots combining. I think it's a nice addition. They've done it before in the comics. So I like the idea. I'm just not sure if it's going to be executed well with its play value. As far as its look, I don't think it's that bad. It's kind of weird looking at the same time, just seeing how different things are being placed, but I kind of like how the back armor is being placed around the shoulders. I think that's kind of interesting, because what they're doing is they're using different parts of Grimlock and what was considered kibble and being used and incorporated into something else for the combination. So it almost feels like it's a different twist on the whole Grimlock altogether. So with that said, I do like the idea. I'm just a little concerned, that's all. But I'm definitely going to combine them at some point in time. Whether I'm going to leave them combined or not, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just leave them separate, because Dinobots. I mean, come on. But with that out of the way, that's pretty much all I can think of. With that said, what do you think of Grimlock? What do you think of Volcanicus? Please comment below. Let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.